I think today we have, who is doing a presentation today? 2 people. Okay. Wait a minute. Didn't you do a presentation?
Okay, but no one was volunteer this week's presentation, so I decided to.
You're going to do another presentation. Okay. Different topic.
No, upgrade topic.
Upgraded topic.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that we have some new members. Yes? First time today? Okay. It's difficult if you didn't join the first or the second class. Okay? But try to follow anyway. Okay? For the new, it seems like I'm always introducing myself every class, but here's my name, my email address, and my telephone number for the new members if you don't have it. Okay. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about preparing your content, your presentation slides, and 2, I want to talk to you about your presentation style. Okay, and so far, we've had 3-4 people do a presentation. So far, the English part is not a problem. Okay, but some style issues, I think you should focus more on the style. First, let me begin first with your slides. I don't know if I showed you this. Did I show you this one?
Yes.
Okay, and I told you about the content. Yes?
No.
No? Okay.
And then, may I remind you something?
Yes.
Because last lesson you said for next lesson, could you just remind for me for how to know about for each level groups? Like.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. And so let's first start here. Did I tell you about the rule of 3?
No.
Okay. First, here, if you look here, this is the actual presentation from let's say a top 10 construction company. It's the actual presentation material. So the first slide, good or bad? Yeah, you see animation? Clouds are moving. This is Jeju-do. Right, so the presentation is about building a resort complex, and the presentation audience, they are foreign investors from all around the world. Okay? This is a good slide. What about this slide? Good or bad? I mean, not the white letters. Black letters are better, right? But overall, good slide or bad slide? First, group introduction. E&C. I changed the name of the company. Projects. Current status of the project. Project plan and feasibility. Number 5. And the last one, foreign investment related issues. Last one. Do you see all 6? Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good slide or bad slide?
Good slide.
Good slide? Okay. Repeat all 6. All 6.
What do you mean offset?
All 6.
Or six.
Here are 6 contents.
Or 6.
Yeah. Repeat.
Six convention?
Yeah, repeat all 6.
Or six?
Quickly.
I don't remember.
Can anyone repeat all 6?
Group introduction, company name, the current status.
Not the company name. Group introduction.
Current
Current status.
And the projects.
Current projects, okay.
Feasibility study.
Okay.
And investment.
And
Very good.
for the foreign investment
Yeah, for the foreign investment.
the related issues.
It's 5. One more.
Current statistic? Number 4. Current.
Okay. My point to you is, most of you will not be able to remember all 6. Okay? When you're doing a presentation, here, what I would do is, if it's a very long presentation, and sometimes your presentations are very long, I would make it 2 smaller presentations. Don't try to make this into one big presentation. One, nobody likes long presentations, right? I've never heard anyone say, David, your presentation was too short. Never heard that, right? So here, I would divide this into 2 smaller presentations. Do this first, finish the presentation, and then start another presentation after the break. Okay? Why? I'll tell you why. There's no board, right? There's something called the rule of 3. Okay? And it's basically, this is how people remember information. The rule of 3. Advertising executives, they know this rule. For example, the area code, telephone area code in Seoul is 02, right? What's Gyeonggi-do?
31.
What's Gangwon-do?
2.
33.
3, good. What's Busan?
5-1.
Oh, that's amazing. You remember that? What about Daejeon? 042. Okay. Gwangju?
5-1. 6-2. No, 6-2. 6-2.
062. Jeollanam. Wow, that's very impressive. How did you remember all that? You should have noticed Gyeonggi-do has 3 numbers, 0, 3, 1. You should have also noticed Gangwon-do has 3 numbers. So does Daejeon, Busan, Gwangju. 120 years ago, in Boston, in America, when telephone service first started, Boston was 607. Today, still 607. Then New York. New York was 212. Today, still 212. Then Philadelphia, 215. Still 215. Wouldn't it be easier to say, okay, Seoul is 1, Gyeonggi-do is 2, Gangwon-do is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wouldn't that be easier? Wouldn't it be easier if you said 120 years ago, okay, Boston is 1, New York is 2, Philadelphia is 3, Washington is 4. Wouldn't that be easier? So why do telephone companies use 3 numbers? Almost every country. Telephone area code, different areas, 3 numbers. Not 2, not 1, 3. Why 3 numbers? Because it's actually easier. It's easier to remember 3 numbers than to remember 1. Your brain, it's designed, it's developed to remember lists of 3 things. In other words, it's easier to remember 3 numbers than to remember 1. Is Busan 7? Oh no, maybe Busan is 8. But if Busan is 3 numbers, it's easier to remember. Right? Advertising executives, they know this. LH, what's your corporate slogan? For example, on television commercials, website. For example, if you go to Hyundai 자동차, the television commercials website, it says Hyundai Automobile, drive your way. 3 words. So what's LH? It's your company. Huh? From LH? That's your corporate slogan? Probably not. It's probably on your website. Well, LH, you don't do a lot of CF television commercial, right? If you go to your website, right? Go to your website, see what the corporate slogan is. Now, wait a minute, do we have it here? Does this website, I wonder if this works. Okay. Go to the English website of LH.
Corporation for people.
What is it?
Corporation for people.
How many words?
3.
It's strange, isn't it? Your company decided 3 words. 현대 자동차, drive your way. BMW, ultimate driving machine. Volkswagen, the people's car. LG, life is good. 삼성 생명, Bravo, your life. See, you remember, right? Bravo, your life. The rule of 3, it's everywhere, right? If you just watch, you can see the rule of 3. Why is the rule of 3 effective? Because that's how people remember information. 3, 3, 3, 3. Right? Advertising people, they use this everywhere. So, plan in advance what 3 sections your presentation will be. So, your presentation should have 3 main sections. Every section, 3 different divisions. Inside of each slide, 3 points. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. If you do that, people are more likely to remember your presentation. Okay, so structure your presentation using the rule of 3. Questions? I'll tell you something. About 4 or 5 years ago, do you remember the company Russian Cash? Russian Cash. You remember?
Yes.
About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a television commercial. A big, fat black woman. She sang the Russian Cash song. Do you remember? She was wearing a very pretty dress. She sang the song on the CF. Do you remember the Russian Cash song? I'm a bad singer. I will try. Okay? I heard this song once. Okay? And for 2 months, I couldn't get it out of my head. I heard it once, and for 2 months, I was singing the song. In the shower, just walking. Right? I couldn't forget the song. The song, I'll sing it for you. It goes, and you'll probably remember it, but the song goes, Balloon, balloon, balloon. You remember the song? That song, genius. 3 notes. Balloon. Repeat it 3 times. I heard the song once. I sang this song for 2 months. I couldn't get it out of my head. Right? Advertising people, they use the rule of 3 because people remember information that way. Your presentation should be structured using the rule of 3. Today, I don't expect you to use the rule of 3, right? Because today is the first time you're hearing from it. Okay, so structure the main part of your presentation around the 3 key themes and think about how they'll be better illustrated. Okay? I think I showed you this last time too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Way too much information. Right? This is not how you should do a presentation. Less is more. Okay? Less information is more effective. Way too much. Okay? Good. 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 Together, bad. Right? And try not to use too many words. Right? People don't usually remember words. People remember pictures. I don't have time to show you any. Anyway, did I show you the SK sample?
No.
I think I did. No?
No.
No.
Let me show you how you should do a presentation slide. Okay? About 3 years ago, I helped SK Group make this presentation for foreign investors. Okay? And let me just show you the difference. SK Group. I told them this is how you should make a presentation. And remember, the audience, they're foreign investors in SK, or who would like to, or who might invest in SK Group. They didn't listen to me. I told them, make 2 smaller. But they decided to do 1 big one. But they did do what I told them. Very simple, right? Entire company profile. Credit rating, debt rating. Or rank number 82, Fortune 500, 49th, top telecom brand, group sales. Now, one mistake they made when you're talking about numbers, for a foreign audience, convert this into dollars. I have a lot of experience with finance and investments. How much of this in dollars? That's 110 trillion won. How much is that? How do you say this? In Korean, how much is this?
110조.
110조? Is that right? So how much is that in dollars?
$110 billion.
11 billion.
$110 billion. So, if you're going to do this, think about your audience. Your audience, they're foreigners. Do you want them to convert this into dollars? Do it for them. Make it easy for them to understand. So this should say 110 billion USD. And on here, it should just say USD. Right? Or in billions of USD. Well, you can see, very simple. Debt ratio. SK Group, their entire history, right? 60-year history on one page, right? Fairly simple, right? Their entire group. Breakdown of group sales. Right? Make the slides simple. Less is more. Less information, more effective. Okay? When you do the presentation, don't just point out what the audience can actually see. Right? So, most people, if you're doing this presentation slide, what most people will say is, please take a look at this slide. As you can see, we had $110 trillion in trillion one in sales, 59.8 trillion in energy and chemicals, 17.8 in information and telecom, and 33 trillion in marketing and logistics. Was that good or bad? That was bad. Why was it bad? Because I'm just reading information you can already see. And that's how most people do presentations. Don't read something that the audience can see. Right? If they can see it, you don't really have to say it. What's a presentation? This is a presentation. Okay? Our group sales exceeded 110 trillion won. You can see the breakdown in terms of different sectors. Please take a look here in our energy and chemicals, about 60 trillion won. Our energy and chemical sector, it's the fastest growing business in our group. Last year, sales increased 20%, and this year we're expecting even better numbers. In the future, we believe that the energy and chemicals, we believe it will be the engine for growth in our company. I'm telling you more information about other than just what's here. That's how you should do every slide. Tell them something they cannot see. Or tell them something that's more information, additional information. That's the main point of doing a presentation. If you're just going to read this, then why do a presentation? Right? You're just reading to them. Okay? The rest of it, yeah, it's fairly simple. Okay? And you can see, oh my God, that's way too much. Right? And we'll stop there. I think I told you most of your presentations will not be successful, right? Okay. Here, let me talk to you now about a little bit about the style. Okay. First, most of you, you're so worried about the content. And so even our presenters today, your number one focus will be content, what to say. Right? Remember, people don't remember what you say. Okay? Who's doing the presentation today? You? And you. So today, is this what you're worried about? What are you worried about? Confidence. Being nervous. Okay. Most Koreans, when they do presentations in English, This is what they worry about. I hope my English is okay. I hope my grammar is okay. I hope my pronunciation is okay. And I think I went through this with you, right? Yes? This is what you say at the end of your introduction when you do a presentation. You say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today. Welcome to LH. My name is David Lim, and I am the Senior Project Manager. Today, I'm going to show you our latest proposal. It should only take about 10 minutes, and if you have any questions, please feel free to speak up. Is it very, and then you'd say, let's take a look at our first slide. Then you start your presentation. Very important sentence? Really? Not really. Not too important. But did you listen to my English? Yeah? How was my pronunciation?
Very good.
Just good?
Very good.
Great.
Thank you. Okay. Perfect. But grammar, perfect. But that's really not what presentation is. This is what presentation is. Did you believe what I said? Today, try to focus more on style, right? Because what you say is content, right? I think I told you this last time, right? Did I tell you this? Yes or no?
No.
He's shaking yes. Did I tell you this?
I didn't join.
No.
What you say is content. This is what everyone worries about. Even in America, Canada, Europe, everybody before a presentation, what do? They're thinking about what to say. Remembering, practicing in your head. What you say is content. How you say it is style. Which one do you think is more important?
The style.
Most of them are or
We need to see the one.
Information. What you say, information. Is it important? Not very important. Why? When you do a presentation, they have a copy of your slides. They have a copy of the content right there. Right? When you have a meeting, they have a copy of the agenda, what you're going to discuss. Right? What you say is information. Only information. How you say it, style. Sales. Persuasion. Let me repeat. Information, sales. Information, persuasion. Information, getting people to do what you want. Right? And so here, how you say it is much more important than what you say. Are you married?
Yes.
Did you see your wife Saturday, Sunday? Last weekend. You didn't see your wife?
Actually, last week I wasn't here, so
No. Your wife. Oh, you weren't in Korea? You were somewhere?
yeah, I was in the countryside
With your wife?
to take care of my family.
Ah, okay. Bad example. Are you married?
yeah, I mean,
Did you see your wife Saturday or Sunday?
for
Yes?
yes,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay. What did you do Saturday with your wife?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Sleep.
You slept.
That's it. My wife.
You slept all day. Okay. You're not helping. Right? Sunday. What did you and your wife do Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Climbing mountain.
Good. Okay. Now I want you to think very carefully. Sunday. What did your wife say to you? Exactly what did she say to you? 정확하게 확실히. 한국말로 해도 돼요. You can say it in Korean. What did she say? Exactly what did she say? Quickly.
Don't eat apple.
Really? Think about your wife, your husband. Alright? Think about your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. What did they say to you last weekend? Do you remember? Nobody remembers what you say. No one. Okay? What you say is just information. That's not what people remember. He probably doesn't remember exactly what his wife said. Sunday, you went to the mountains. Was your wife happy?
Happy.
Yes? Okay, yeah, he said immediately, yes, she was happy. Was your wife angry?
No.
Oh. Was your wife sad?
No, sir.
Was she tired?
Tired.
A little bit? Right, but she was happy. She was happy.
Happy.
Okay. He remembers that very quickly. Why? Because people remember how you say it, not what you say. Right? So, after you finish your presentation, let's say you do a presentation about a master plan for a new development. After you finish that presentation, they're not going to remember how much land they're going to use. They're not going to remember how much the exact cost of each phase of the project. Do you know what they're going to remember? They're going to remember if you were excited about the project. They're going to remember if you believed what you said. Yeah? Did they believe what? That's what people remember. People remember how you said it, not what you say. So focus. Today, try to focus more on how to say it better. Because your English is good enough right now. Right? If you understand most of what I say, your English is good enough right now to communicate well, and it's good enough so that you should focus more on how. Right? Remember, foreigners, they do not expect you to speak good English. Do you expect Koreans to speak good English? She's a foreigner. Do you expect, when you came to LH, did you expect everyone in LH to speak good English? Why not?
Because it's not their mother language.
Yeah. Did you hear her? She says, I didn't expect good English because that's not your mother language. It's not your native language. It's not your native tongue. Foreigners, they do not expect you to speak good English. In business, though, they expect enough English to communicate. That's it. They're not expecting good pronunciation. They're not expecting good grammar. Okay? And so, focus more on how to say it better. Focus more on attitude. Yeah, I told you, your audience is a mirror image of you, right? I told you that, didn't I? Yes? Yes? I don't remember. Did I? Did I tell you? I think I did, right?
No. As far as I remember, though.
Mirror image, audience. When you look at your audience, you're looking at yourself. Looking in the mirror. I didn't tell you? I'm sorry. The last month, I've been crazy busy. I've been doing workshops from 8 in the morning till almost late night every day for 1 month. Many different companies. Today, I was in Incheon. It was the 건설 기술 교육원. Is that right? Yeah. I was in Incheon all day. I had to quickly rush here. I made it exactly at 7 o'clock. Okay? So I'm not really quite sure what. Focus on attitude. Let me tell you why attitude is important. I'm pretty sure I told you this, didn't I? Your audience is a mirror image of you. I didn't tell you? The first thing I learned in doing presentations is understand, not just presentations, when you meet someone in a meeting, doing a presentation, your audience is a mirror image of you. What does that mean? It means when you look at other people, you're looking at yourself. Do you agree? Yeah.
It's about reaction.
It's a human reaction. It's a natural reaction. If you meet someone for the first time, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, and you're smiling, the other person, they will be smiling too. I guarantee you. If you're doing a presentation and during your presentation you smile, your audience will also smile. During a presentation, if you're nervous and if you feel uncomfortable during a presentation, how does your audience feel? Same way. Your audience is a mirror image of you. Remember that. When you look at your audience, it doesn't matter. 1 person, 100 people. When you look at your audience, you're looking at a mirror. I think I already gave you this test, didn't I? How many? When you meet someone for the first time. Hi, David. Nice to meet you. My name is Mike. The first question they ask you is, right? How are you? How are you?
That was okay.
Okay. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Okay, that's an English book. Just tell me your normal answer. How are you?
Fine.
Fine. He says fine. Okay. How are you?
Nice to meet you too.
Nice. But I asked you, how are you? Normal answer. How are you?
Fine.
Okay. You just answer. Some people do that. Okay. How are you? Good. Okay. It's a very common answer, right? How are you?
I'm good. And you?
Okay. That didn't sound very sincere. Just your normal answer. How are you?
Fine, how about you?
Another fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, good.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay. I think the most common answers, good, fine, not bad, so-so, okay, all right. Some people even say tired. Hi, David. How are you today? Tired. I just told you your audience is a mirror image of you. Imagine 2 people meeting for the first time. David, very nice to meet you. How are you today? And you say, okay, how are you? Or you say, nice to meet you, David. How are you today? And you say, not bad. How about you? Is that a good answer? I've even seen people, "Hi David, nice to meet you. How are you today?" "So-so. How are you?" It's the first meeting. Is that a good answer? Fine. When my wife is angry, she says I'm fine. "Honey, everything okay?" "I'm fine." That's what my wife says when she's angry. Right? There's a better answer, isn't there? I just told you, your audience is a mirror image of you. You're meeting them today for the first time. Your answer was, okay. But he didn't really sound happy or excited, right? He said, okay. You said, not bad, right? Not bad. Okay, try this. Your first answer was okay. I want you, ask me, say, "David, nice to meet you. How are you?" Ask me.
David, nice to meet you. How are you?
"I am fantastic. How are you?" What did he say? He said, "Me too." People are a mirror image of you. If you say to someone, "I am wonderful. How are you?" they're not going to say, "So-so." Or they're not going to say, "Not bad." Right? If you say to someone, "I am fantastic. How are you?" they're going to say, "Yeah, I'm fantastic too." Or, "Me too." Right? People are a mirror image of you. Keep that in mind. Say something better than okay, fine, good. Right? "I am wonderful. I'm fantastic." But don't say I am fantastic. Say it with a little bit of enthusiasm, some excitement, a little bit of passion. Right? "I couldn't be better. How about you?" "Yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you for asking." Now, isn't that a better way to start a relationship? This is an opportunity. Most people, they ignore this question. Right? They say, "Good, how about you?" "My mother died." "Okay, sorry to hear that." They don't even pay attention. Right? Most people don't even pay attention to your answer. Right? But a good communicator, this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to show people your true personality. It's an opportunity to make someone feel comfortable. It's an opportunity to create a good environment, a good mood, right? To start the relationship. So, remember, everything you say, everything you do, if you're thinking about good communication, good relationships, everything you do, everything you say is an opportunity. Focus more on how. Focus. Where is it? I'm sorry. It's much more than that. Focus. Right? Focus on how to say it better. Focus on your attitude. Right? How am I feeling? Because if I am excited about LH's new master plan for your city, if I'm excited about it, my audience will be excited. Right? If I believe what I say, I truly believe this master plan will make your city better. If you truly believe that and you speak like you believe it, then your audience will believe what you say also. People are a mirror image of you. So, focus more on the tone of your voice. I think I told you tone of voice, right?
Yeah.
I told you when you speak to a baby, right? No?
Yeah.
When you speak to a baby, does the tone of your voice change?
Yeah.
How?
Higher and clearer
Why?
to make them listen.
I've never seen anyone talk to a baby in a normal voice, normal tone. Never. When you speak to a baby, your tone, it automatically, naturally changes. You don't say, "Hey baby, how are you?" Nobody speaks like that to a baby. My son, he's 10 months old. When I speak to my son, I say, "Hey buddy boy, how are you?" My tone a little bit higher, a little bit softer. Why? Babies understand tone of voice. They don't understand the words, but they understand tone, how you say it. I have 3 dogs, 3 Shih Tzu. Very cute dogs. 3 Shih Tzu, mother, father, son. Very cute, very kind, very gentle dogs. But not very smart. I know, my dogs are stupid, right? But my dogs, they understand my tone of voice. How? If I say to my dogs, "Come here," they don't even look at me. If I say, "Come here," my dogs, they're still sleeping. They don't even look at me. But if I say, "Come here," they start running towards me. Why? Because my dogs understand tone of voice. They don't understand "come here," the words. They understand my tone of voice. Focus more on the tone of your voice. Focus more on your attitude. Focus more on style. Focus on rhythm. When you speak Korean, you have a natural rhythm in your voice. When you speak in English, you have to practice speaking with a rhythm. Singing, speaking, same thing. Right? Speaking, singing, same thing. So, Koreans are very good at singing. I don't know why. Every Korean is like a 노래방 선수, 노래방 professional. I don't know why. Right? But most Koreans are good singers. Right? Have you ever heard an American sing? My God, Americans are terrible singers. Most Americans. Right? And so, Koreans are good singers. You should be good speakers too. Why? Because singing and speaking is the same thing. Same exact thing. Right? Think about your favorite song. Your favorite song has more than one note. Your favorite song has high notes, low notes. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. It has a different beat. Right? Your speaking voice should be the same way. Same way. If you sing a song with one note, no pitch, no tone, just one note. If you sing a song, la, 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 nobody would listen to that song. But if you speak the same way, monotone. Monotone means one tone. And many people, they're monotone in their voice. One note, one tone, the entire presentation. People will be sleeping after 2 minutes. Okay? Focus on rhythm. Focus on pace. I think I told you. Number 1 problem. When Koreans do presentations in English, number 1 problem, you speak too fast because you're nervous, self-conscious. You want to quickly say your presentation and then go sit down. Pause. Very simple strategy. Have you remember watching the Miss Korea contest? Yes? Everybody watches it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody, but at the end of the show, the MC announces the winner, right? The MC says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the new Miss Korea is..." He pauses. Why? It creates drama, creates anticipation. What is it? 기대, right? use it in your presentation. If you have something important to say, an important point, pause before you say it. And then say your important point. And then pause again. Don't keep talking. Let them think about what you just said. Very simple techniques. Do you understand these? Yes? Very simple techniques. But nobody thinks about this during a presentation. You only think about, most people think about just the content, what to say. So, in the future, focus more on how to say your presentations better. Alright? I'll finish with this. Alright? Where was it? Anyway, speak like you believe what you're saying and sound excited about what you say. Right? I think that's the two most important things when you're doing a presentation. Okay? Questions? Yes.
In fact, you said the rule of number 3 is important, but for me, don't you think it is too stereotype, similar for oral presentation? Because everyone is doing the same things.
Yeah.
For me, in fact, for me, I try to avoid the same structure because
Really?
yes.
How many presentations have you seen where they use the rule of 3?
I've seen lots of presentations.
Okay. And how many people do you think actually realize that they're using the rule of 3? Not too many. Okay? So, even if you use the rule of 3 in your presentation, right? Some people might understand why, but is it important if they know why? It's not that important, right? Even if they know the rule of 3, who cares? Right? Your main goal is make sure they remember easily. Right? If they see that you're using the rule of 3, is that important?
Because I think it could not be more or less effective because everyone use the same
Yeah.
rule, three circles, three points.
Okay. Well, if everyone is using it, why are they using it? If you have a better idea, do it.
Okay.
All right? But there's nothing wrong with using the rule of 3. Why people use it, then there must be a good reason why people are using it. Okay? Any other questions? Yeah, don't try not to. You know the new program Prezi? Do you know Prezi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prezi, if you just go to Prezi.com, Prezi. P-E-R-Z.
CI. Yeah.
Is it Z? Prezi.
3D presentation.
Yeah, it's a 3D presentation software. I've seen many presentations with the Prezi, but the problem is, if you use too much 3D, I start getting dizzy. It's like riding a roller coaster. So be careful of that also. All right? Okay, let's take a 10-minute break, and then when we come back, they will do the presentation. Okay?